Greetings, Jared here with Razor Tree Productions. I'm going to do another Topic of the Week response to Radio Free Hammer Hall's Topic of the Week. Now, let's just get right to the source and see what Paul is asking. Doot, doot.
Um, this week, in light of this guy hanging out with me right now,
Adorable.
um, what I was thinking was what everyone does to balance their home life and their hobby. You know, a lot of us are married with kids and have responsible careers and all of those sorts of things. So, what do you do to balance all of that and still keep your hobby active and everybody in the family happy? Oh, and
There we go. That's Deep Questions with Paul Conti. What do I do? Well, I'm married with 3 children, 2 boys, 1 daughter. And starting off before the crud hit everybody, my wife and I would give each other 1 day a week to ourselves. This is also before our daughter was born because she had time that she could step away. But she's to the point now where we can do that again. But giving each other 1 night a week to just go off on our own and ride off into the sunset, whatever we want to do, helps with uh, mental stability for sure. Um, Helps that my wife is in the hobby too. Chris is just as much into it as I am, just in different aspects of it. But we just try to make sure to give each other time. I mean, I've got a full time job, so when I get home, getting home is family time until the kids' bedtime, and that's about 8 o'clock. And then I have about 2 or 3 hours from there to wind down, do anything I want to do, work on any models, work on videos, work on content, whatever, before I need to get to bed because I get up pretty early in the morning too. I go to bed at around 11. So really, it's just making sure you're spending the right amount of time on things and prioritizing properly. I don't get hobby in every day. I just try to get it in as much as I can. Um, but even if you don't get much in, I've got a quote that I'll probably mangle here, but 5 minutes spent productively is better than an hour wasted. So even if it's not a lot of time, if it's productive time, it's still worth doing. Chris often streams, and what'll happen is if the kids aren't asleep, we'll just kind of change who has kid duty and just share the responsibilities to give each other some more time. But as the kids get older and have gotten older for us, it's been really great because the boys really like painting. So I've gotten a hold of a lot of like Pathfinder D&D models and help them learn how to paint on those. And they're learning how to mix paint with water, how to apply. So I can actually sit for an hour or more with the kids, with the boys at least. Daughter's too young, and paint. I can get my own models out, my own paint, actually get my own projects done while they're learning and sitting with me. So not only are we having family time together, but I'm having hobby time together, and that it's really productive because it's a good. I don't want to say team building because it's family. It's a good just good quality family time.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork does make the dream work. But it's just all about balance, really. I don't, for instance, since I have the channel, when I have games, I kind of have to decide: is this just going to be a game or is this going to be a battle report? And I get so few games that mostly the games I play are battle reports. Here lately, I've actually gotten a few practice games in with Lumineth, but that's the exception to the rule for me. So it's about combining things too. I try to combine all my hobbies into one if I can. So that's how I've got music and Chris's art and all that stuff over here. And it's the same with the family, really, is like try to do what you want to do and find a way to involve them somehow. Even if it's not exactly what you're doing, if there's some way for them to even be in the same room with you where they can have fun and get used to being around it. Not saying you have to force them to be into it because they're either going to like it or they're not. You just let them do what they're going to do. But just finding a way to involve the family. If you're not as fortunate as I am, where my wife's just as into it, then you could. I don't know what to do otherwise because I can only speak for myself. So, other than that, I don't know. It just kind of works. I don't put a lot of detailed thought into it. I probably should, but I don't know. It just kind of judge what your situation is, evaluate what your situation is, and adjust accordingly from there. Other than that, thanks you, Paul, for posting another topic of the week. You can go to his channel, Radio Free Hammerhall. I'll put a link in the description to see these topics of the week and more videos that he does. They're very good. And subscribe to him. Also, if you'd like to help this channel out, see more battle reports, see rules videos, and more, click subscribe. That's an amazing way to help. Click like on the video or leave a comment. All these things help the algorithm, and if you help the algorithm, you help me. And I appreciate it greatly. Anyway, have a wonderful war game.